With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 8-3.
Check, 41.
Smooth.
They're running it. Mike 41, Mike 41. And we heavy on the edges. Watch the edge.
Coaching spell.
Flare. Check 50.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Off play action. Foot. Gets this one to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, echo.
41 Mike. Run it. Hey, 41 Mike.
Operating from the gun. Foot. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the gun on third down. Foot. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
17 yards. And the Bears first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on first down. Foot steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Runs through the contact. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. foot. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
7-7, our score after 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stop your whining.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw. Foot. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
And the Bears first down.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Get it.
Looking to throw. Foot. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Draw play. Cohen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off play action. Foot. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Foot. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. On first down, Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They come out here in the eye. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Foot. He is going to find Hill here. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the draw, this is Cohen. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, Charlie!
41 to Mike. 41.
Ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Foot. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Foot, and going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Bang it. Bang it.
To throw again. Foot. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. On first down, Foot. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Jump. Check three. Let's go.
Throwing again. Foot. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Get that quarterback. Rush in.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go, let's bring it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Khalil Mack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Off the play fake. Foot. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 1. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw. Foot flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off play action. Foot. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go to Elliott again. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
45. Mike, 45.
3rd and
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Foot. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the return, it's White. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Touchdown.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.